We are not criminals! We are not criminals!
Journalists march in the Kenyan capital, Nairobi, one of several countrywide demonstrations over police attacks on media as they cover youth-led protests.
Basically trying to say we are also opposed to censorship of media. We are opposed to what the government dictates what it wants us to air, but we want to be allowed and given a free space to practice and to ensure that we deliver the news to the people, because we are the fourth estate.
Media freedom is guaranteed under the Constitution, but the Kenya Editors Guild says the government attempts to interfere with that right. Reaction to media coverage of youth-led protests underscores that challenge, says Guild President Zubeida Kananu. Some media organizations are targeted with smear campaigns and threats of license withdrawal, she says. Kananu too has received threatening calls and messages.
They've used all means to create fear among journalists, me being one of them, for calling out the government.
In the past month, the Media Council of Kenya has documented more than 20 press freedom violations by police and protesters. Incidents include arbitrary arrest, assault and threats. K24 journalist Catherine Wanjeri was hit in the leg by rubber bullets despite being clearly visible as press. And parliamentary reporters, including Elizabeth Mutuku of TV47, say they were banned from parliament following coverage of how protesters stormed parliament.
Our greatest mistake, which we did that day, was to show Kenyans exactly what transpired. Some of us have been labeled out as criminals, and we are told that investigations is going on. And our question is, what investigations?
The National Assembly leader denies media were blocked from parliament. A police spokesperson declined to comment to VOA, and calls and messages to government spokesperson went unanswered. That spokesperson has said previously the government has no quarrel with the media. Safety specialists like Media Council's Dina Ondari say the situation is frustrating.
The police who are attacking journalists, unfortunately, are the ones who have a responsibility within the law to arrest the perpetrators of press freedom violations.
Kenya ranked 102 on the World Press Freedom Index, with Reporters Without Borders noting risks for journalists covering politics.
It's really frustrating, you know, that we no longer feel safe in Kenya. We no longer feel at home as journalists in Kenya. Because every time you express yourself, you're looking back, watching over your shoulder to see who is following you, who is targeting you.
Kenya has strong laws on press freedom, but media experts say more political goodwill is needed to guarantee rights. Juma Majanga, VOA News, Nairobi.